Skirious Problems.
Right, Mika, what's your Skirious problem, mate?
My Skirious problem is that this podcast is long overdue. It's this listener number one of the show. It might actually be listener number one, our guest. It's Team Anlegg Øst skier, which we've been like jizzing over all freaking season.
Mate, there's some like 14 years old people listening to this.
Okay, which we were talking very positively about for the past year. It's Kasper Herland.
Yeah, thank you for all the love. Have to start with that. Never gotten so much love before from anybody, so it feels good to be appreciated by you guys. So it's a really good start or a dream for me to come on the podcast.
It's also really good that we said, you know the drill, we just talk shit all the time. Yeah. Just do one thing when you're talking, like talk a bit into the microphone. And the first thing you proceed to do is have the microphone here and talk everywhere but in the microphone.
But actually, I think what I think is super cool to have you on the pod today is that I remember the first time that we recorded a pod and me and Mika were like so unsure how it was going to go and so on. And then we saw you post a Strava and you wrote like with Skirious Problems in the ears. And I was like, fuck, this could actually be it. And then now we're like, 3 years later and still going.
Yeah.
Still listening to Skirious Problems, so.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I remember that session finally it was something missing in the skiing community, a podcast of skiing, so it was nice that someone could talk shit about skiing and like everything around it, so it was nice you guys started it.
Or there were a few, but they all were so fucking boring that nobody listened to them.
Yeah, but I think you're like proper just two skiers talking shit.
No, that was definitely not.
But actually, this is perfect timing because yesterday we had a session, all three of us, and it was maybe one of the stupidest sessions I've ever been on. It was like terrible weather in Lillehammer, and Mika was like, we'll do 3 hours if it's shit weather, 4 if we feel good. So then after 3:15, we're like, fuck it, we'll do 4 hours. And then, what did you say, Mika?
I said, we could also just stop being wusses and just go home via Shushan.
Which is a 2.5 hour extra loop.
And then nobody said anything and we just went.
Casper was like, I'll do it if you do it.
Yeah.
But it was a good session, was it not?
Yeah, it was a good session, but like when we started it, we two started up here in Vårsetergrenda, and Mika.
For everybody listening to the podcast, Vårsetergrenda, that's like the part of Lillehammer where we live, and me and Kasper, we're neighbors.
Yeah, and like I'm stupid enough to train with Mika in the rain. It's like, he makes Lillehammer sounds like Bergen or Trondheim because just complaining about the weather and it's been shit all the season.
But it's raining here every single day.
No, you just remember the rainy days.
No, but I actually think that Mika makes it worse.
Yeah,
he makes it worse because I feel like it's not that bad, but then he just complains so much that you convince yourself that it's so fucking shit and you hate life so much.
Yeah, so it was really bad. It's like, come on, boy, like guys, come on. The last period has been insanely bad.
No, I got a sunburn, so.
You got a sunburn because there was sun for 2 days in Lillehammer. Those 2 days in May.
I got a good tan.
Where?
Yeah. Maybe not.
Right, back to our session.
Yeah.
So we start here and then.
We're going around, and I would never think that. From the start when you were complaining that we were gonna do 6 hours. So surprised by that. So that was quite fun.
Like, dude is like hating his life. Like, oh my god, this is so shit. I'm so tired. And then he's the one that suggests we do 6 hours.
Yeah, but it's just I just need like a 3 hour warm up to get through it. And then once you're through it and you're all wet, then you're like, whatever, really.
Yeah, we got to skip the second session of the day, so
That was great.
Yeah.
That was
really great. What did you do?
I actually had some meetings, so I actually
Yeah.
didn't chill.
Businessman.
Yeah, Mika's a businessman. Us losers don't have any meetings.
No.
Mate, you have quite a few meetings these days because I know that because you're part of a few of the meetings that I'm part of. So stop saying that.
Maybe.
There might be also for the whole US community, there might be something cool coming along your way sometime in the future.
Something really cool.
Yeah. Right, let's go and talk about skiing.
Okay.
Or do we want to talk about politics? Any negative words about the Norwegian Federation? We're quite good at that. Do you want to add anything?
Or positive words.
Maybe it will come to me in the podcast.
Okay, but I really wanted to be on this podcast with you because, like, me and Mika, we've replied to Anlegg Øst multiple times on this podcast by saying that we're waiting for our letter of invitation, and we never got it. What the fuck happened, mate? Like, never got a single message from Anlegg Øst.
Yeah, it's quite crazy that you guys don't have signed the contract or got no contract, because you should definitely got one.
It's actually we kind of feel left alone. We were pushing this team so much from the start, and then it's kind of like, I don't know.
But maybe we should start hating on that team, Mika. What do you reckon?
What, hating on the team?
Yeah, maybe we should start doing that,
Maybe
because
we should.
you know, it's like kind of like playing a bit hard to get. Like, now we've been like flirting a bit too much with them, and they're like, oh no, we don't want you.
Yeah.
And so maybe we should start like being a bit like hard to get.
Yeah, I think the problem is that this podcast is in English and the coach doesn't listen to English podcasts. So
Fuck.
yeah,
But you could have told him, mate.
yeah.
Also, it doesn't really matter because everything you do is posted on Strava, so we just do everything you do 1 week later.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We started this Camp Lillehammer where we basically just copied whatever Anlegg Øst did last year.
Yeah, I've seen you have the hard sessions on Mondays and Fridays.
But it's crazy, everybody has.
Yeah.
Like the whole of skiing Norway just decided, that worked quite well for Team Anlegg Øst. You know what? Let's start having hard sessions, double hard sessions on Monday and Friday. And then the people living in Lillehammer, they all do the exact same course for intervals. So it's like Mondays, 9 o'clock Swix. It's gonna be crowded.
Okay, I really want to ask some questions about the team, but first of all, like, talk a bit about you, because maybe our listeners, they're like the international listeners, they don't necessarily know so much about you. But basically, you're this typical sort of really good Norwegian skier, and the last few years,
an NPC
yeah, but not quite an NPC because
he's wearing a different suit.
he has a different suit, so he's not. It doesn't look the same as everybody else. But you've, like, the last few years taken some big steps. And then this year was the year that you took, I would say, a massive step and managed to make it to World Cup in Holmenkollen, and you ended up fourth? Fifth.
Yeah.
Which is like...
For a debut, that's crazy.
That's pretty crazy. And I think it's safe to say, Mika, that in any sort of other federation, you probably would have been kind of the revelation of the year.
Definitely.
So
before we go on, I just got this thought because of the ski we were on last week with Gaute Kvåle. And because he said any other nation, we had like some people gave me shit because I said the team Elon Oslofjord or Midt-Norge would probably been second in the Olympics, and they're like perhaps the second best national team you would find out there. And so then we start going on, talk to Victor Lovera about it. And Victor's like, maybe yes, on average. Maybe in the Olympics we were better, but on average, an average level on Team Elon Midt-Norge is probably higher than on the French team.
You make it sound like Victor was agreeing with us. Maybe towards the end of the discussion.
Towards the end, he did say maybe the average level was.
At the start, he was like, fuck off, guys. No.
But then when we said on an average day, which is true,
they
are definitely better. They have Jan Thomas Jensen on the team. They have Kasper Kvam. They have, what's the other guy? Grindhagen.
Karsten Westad.
Mikkelsen. It's like people on the podcast have never heard of these people, but they win Scandic Cups, do podiums there all the time. When they get to World Cup, they're super good. Whatever, doesn't matter. And then we came to the point where we said, okay, how many relay teams could Norway put up that would actually end up on a podium in a World Cup? And then we came to conclusion, perhaps like 6 to 8 different relay teams that could actually fight for a podium, which I think is very realistic. And then Gaute Kvåle came up with the question, how many relay teams do you think Norway could put up to beat the Swedish men relay team? And then he had the best answer ever. He said, perhaps if you get the best juniors from NTG Lillehammer to make a relay, they probably beat the Swedish team. What do you think on that?
He's half Swedish as well.
Yeah, I'm half Swedish, so I was hoping to get a passport for Sweden after this season, so I could maybe compete for the Swedish guys, maybe get the level a little bit up. But yeah, I'm staying Norwegian, so yeah.
But what do you think? Do you think that the best juniors in NTG Lillehammer would beat the Swedish relay team of the Olympics?
I don't know. I think it will be tight, yeah. But yeah, if Kalle is training good here in Norway, maybe they will take it in the finish. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, since you will
Go back to the or what?
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, we can talk about Kalle later. Okay, so you made your debut in Trondheim, in Holmenkollen, ended up 5th, had season of your life. And just to show how tight it is in Norway, I think was it in Golo that you just got beaten by Emil Iversen, and we were just talking about this before the pod. You pulled him for a good quarter or half the race.
Yeah, a little bit over half the race. I pulled Emil Iversen to the victory of that race.
Yeah,
And he went to race the World Cup in Trondheim, and
then
I was a reserve.
yeah, and then that's exactly what I wanted to say. Then he was on the podium in Trondheim. Then he got to do Tour de Ski. Then he did well Tour de Ski, and then he got to do Olympics. And I feel like sometimes, like, if you'd been a tiny bit luckier, could have gone to Trondheim. Actually, now you were first reserve in Trondheim. Maybe if you raced in Trondheim and you would have got like all these steps in the right way, you could have had the same season as Emil Iversen. Like, realistically.
No, because he's good at classic as well. I'm just good in skating, so
Yeah,
I have to give that to Emil Iversen.
yeah, but it is these tiny margins,
for
right?
sure. Yeah. I feel like I'm representing the Norwegian level when you do a World Cup. Like, everyone that does the national cup in Norway, they are so high level. So when we first get to do World Cup, it's we deliver because the level in the Norwegian Cup is so good.
Yeah.
But then you also see that when people actually get taken out to World Cup twice, and they don't deliver twice, that's also automatically it.
That's true.
Unless they start winning like national race after race after race after race. It's like you get to World Cup and you have to deliver.
Yeah, or like I feel like you have to deliver at the start. If once you've proven that you're good enough for a World Cup, then you can have a couple of races that don't go so well, and then you might have a chance late in the season. But like, I remember Martin Kjørkeberg Mørk, who's in Team Arkdali. He got to race. This was not last season, but the season before. He got to do one World Cup in Engadin. He did 6.
No, 5. He was 5
He was
as
5th.
well. Yeah.
It was 5th.
Yeah.
Never got selected to any other World Cups.
That's how it is to be Norwegian.
But he did race more World Cups because he did race did he not race in Lillehammer
I think
2 years ago?
No, but after Engadin, he didn't race World Cup that year.
No, that year, yeah, that's true.
Which
But he did race World Cup previously.
no, he had raced World Cup previously, I think, and but it's still wild to say that, like, if you're 5th on the World Cup, it's not enough to get selected to the next one. Or in some cases, like I think there was probably like a question of formats there and so on, and then you won't get selected necessarily for the next race if it's not the same format, blah blah blah. But like it's still pretty sick, I think.
Yeah, it was like the same for me. I was 15 Colin, but it was like unreasonable to think that I was going to the USA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
maybe-
it also
maybe-
was the end of the season, so there was not that much World Cup left.
Yeah. You're not gonna get selected to Ruka on your result in Holmenkollen, mate.
No.
Sorry about that. Would be
But-
good, but
Maybe actually go take a step back now from Holmenkollen and go to the journey of last year, because I felt maybe we have to go even further back. 2 years ago, you have Einar Hedegaard, who all of a sudden shows up in Blink, wins the sprint, or was it the Master
Sprint,
sprint?
yeah.
Wins the sprint there, and gets selected to World Cup. Does quite well in Lillehammer. Gets selected to Oslo again. Does a podium there. You hear all these rumors of him going to be on this Petter Northug team, Team Burger King. Is it called Team Burger King? I think
it was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Team Burger King, and then all of a sudden in like late April, early May, it's like he's going to Team Anlegg Øst. Now for the people at home, we all live in Lillehammer. We know you, we know the team, but it's come like a long way. You've been there from the start when it was called Team Bauhaus, right?
Yes, I've been there the longest. I've been there for 5 years now. So yeah, we was called Team Bauhaus before, and we were a bigger team. We had more athletes, and then we lost our sponsor, Bauhaus, and we met these guys, Anlegg Øst, at Skarverennet at the party. And some of the earlier athletes started talking to them, and like, we need a sponsor for our team, and those guys were interested. So yeah, the week after we got a meeting with them, and the rest is history.
So then the rest is history. You kind of are this I would say smaller type private team in Norway until last year. That does quite well, has some athletes that maybe on a top day can be top 10 in a Norwegian Cup, but not like actually do podiums on a regular. And then last year I felt like the first time I went to train with you guys, did some intervals, it was like maybe early June or something, I think.
Yeah.
It's like you immediately got the feeling like, wow, there's like an energy in the group, and they're out for something big. Is that just something that, yeah, was kind of that I could feel from the outside, or was that like also the energy you felt in the group? Were you all having this mindset like, okay, this is the year that we're actually gonna break through? We got like Caroline Simpson Larsen on, who's like a long time up and coming skier in Norway, but kind of got stuck on a high senior level.
I
but
think she
never,
has some health issues as well, and so she's been a bit up and down. But now she
never
managed
really
to,
broke through.
Yeah.
Had Carolina Grutting there, who did well, but not much more than well. Had you on there, who did well on Norwegian Cup, like would have been good enough for most other national teams, but not in Norway.
Yeah.
And now you have Olympic medals, World Cup victories, podiums. Everybody on the team had a World Cup start.
Yeah, everybody on our team last season got to race the World Cup for Norway.
So then take us back to your first sessions on the team in May. How's the development from being this young, ambitious group to actually achieving what you guys achieved?
Yeah, I think it started early. We had some new athletes with Einar and Karo Simpson, and yeah, we got together and had like small meetings and really decided that it's the easy training, that it's important to remember the
basics.
the easy or
Basics.
Yeah, the basics. And with our altitude training, we really decided to really go for it this season. We, as a group, really wanted to do well, and we pushed ourselves and our athletes to do as good as we could on every session. and when we started to look like in like Blink Festival, we seen this that we have something really good going on, because everyone was like doing better than before, and then we also had 2 altitude camps left before the season starts, so we had a good thing going, and
But did you see already somewhere on like the first altitude camp in Van Romeu or after Blink that you were like, right guys, this is the season we're all gonna make it?
Yes and no, because we were like really pushing it in the first altitude camp. We were like pushing the hours, pushing the intervals. We were like training like maniacs. We like, either this goes real well or we're gonna get fucked.
Rumor has it that Einar Hedegaard trained 90 hours in 3 weeks?
Yeah,
In altitude.
An altitude, or 87 or something.
Yeah, we trained. We were pushing the limit, and I remember in the last altitude, Petter Northug was calling us out and like calling us idiots, and like, these training are not good for you guys. You are not gonna do good because it's too much of hard intensity and too much normal training as well. So, but after Beito, we didn't hear so much about it. So I think we did good as well.
Yeah, but I just find it crazy that the whole team was good. Like, because we
But
of
not
course
everybody was good from the start. It's like everybody was
Yeah,
okay
but-
from the start. Some were super good, and then the rest kind of like.
Yeah, but everyone was good in the season. And we were talking about this with other people, and everybody has their own opinion of why Anlegg Øst has done good. But I'm actually quite curious to hear what you really think, what has been the key things. Because, okay, it could have been just a coincidence that, like, all of you guys were just ripe to become good, and you just did a good training block, and then that was what made it. But was there anything else? Was there anything special? Like, you talked about altitude, you did three altitude camps. Was there, what do you reckon is the key thing that made you guys perform so good?
Yeah, I wish I could say like we have a big secret that we're doing this session and we got really good, but it's it's just the consistency that we really do. And of course we have altitude, we do double threshold, and we are really into it to keep the intensity all the time, the right intensity. We have a really good focus on that, and it's not any big secret we do. So
Okay, but then tell us, for the listeners, what do you mean when you say keep the right intensity?
We do mostly threshold, and by that we don't measure above like 2.5 on millimoles on the first session. It's important that we have the energy to the next session. That's the like main focus on the first session, like in the end that you are good to the next session.
Yeah.
And to the next session it's like 2.5 to 3 millimoles we target. So it's not more complicated than
but
that.
that's what I was asking.
But then also hopping straight fast forward into this year, because we're Strava freaks, it does look like especially the afternoons this year are a bit harder than they were last year, no? So far, at least.
Last year some interval was hard on the second session last year as well. Einar did like some his own sessions. He did harder in the afternoons, and the girls as well. They also have like a little bit their own program, the girls, and they have a secret sessions, I know, and I know that's Emil Huse's like a little bit of a secret, the hard session there, so I can't tell that one, but
You just follow on Strava, you'll see.
yeah, I think Caroline Grøtting and Karo Simpson is posting it, so
That's funny.
Yeah.
So everybody, look it up real quick before they're gonna delete it because their coach gets upset.
Yeah. So what about altitude then? 3 altitude camps of 3 weeks.
Yeah.
How long between altitude camps?
Oh, I don't remember, 4 weeks maybe.
Yeah.
And I also do heat training. That does also Karo Simpson. And we are the two that does that.
Yeah, I've seen you running about with some big jackets in the Lillehammer in the summer, mate.
Yeah, I'm mostly.
you know what Mika think about that. Mika think about that, right?
Do heat training, but then don't run around like a fucking idiot.
I mostly do it inside in the bike, but
I have respect for people that do heat training inside. I don't respect. You know who I really don't respect?
Yeah.
People that ski up Nordsetterveien, roller skiing in like 25 degrees with all of their clothes on, and you just look them walk up, and you're just like, man, this is why they invented indoor gyms.
Or even better, I've seen Karo Simpson Larsen in Ruka when it's like -10, and she's like running with like 5 different jackets so she can do heat session outside when it's still fucking cold. I wonder how constructive that is.
Well,
but anyway,
more constructive than our training apparently.
yeah, I mean, you guys were good, so you're right. But right, tell us about the heat sessions then. What do you do? How do you do it? What's the idea behind it?
By the way, like you said, it's Kasper and Carolina that do heat sessions. The other ones on the team do not do, or didn't do it last year at least.
No, I mainly do it as easy as I can. I try to stay at 38.5 degrees inside of me.
How do you measure that? Tell us how you measure it.
Tell us the details.
I don't have a core sensor.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
So you're measuring it in the ears, what you're saying?
No.
Or under your armpit?
I've heard he measures even though his thermometer doesn't work. He just he tries it.
And I mostly do it on the bike because I can like really do low watts, or I start on like 200 watts and then I go to really low watts. I only do like 80 to 100 watts the last 30 minutes. So it's not that hard for the legs. So I can do it as easy as possible.
And then you do that in between altitude camps?
Yeah, mostly in between, and I also do it in the winter time, and then I do it, a little bit more when in between the competitions I can do more heat training sessions. Then I can do like 5 a week, but in between heat session, altitude camps, I do 3 times a week.
Yeah, but then do you account in the rest of your training for the heat that you do? So it's like, okay, it's like an extra stimulus and it's quite intense. Do you go down with the rest of what you do, or do you just keep everything the same and just add that on top?
I tried to add it up, but it comes at some cost, so I have to take it a little bit down, but not that much.
Yeah.
I just thinking, this is actually not a podcast. This is just me and Mika trying to get information out of you.
And I'm answering as well.
Yeah, but the problem is about all the information. It's so boring. It's like all these things that you're like, oh, fuck.
Heat training, it's like, I can say what I do to everyone because it's just mainly mentally. It's just pain to do. Hate it so much. So everyone who wants to try can just try.
I feel like the most stress for me is like you just like end up fucking soaking wet and like you have to wash your clothes every time.
Everything
it just
smells very dirty.
It's just like your session is like 50 minutes. Do you do 50 minutes? And then just getting ready and like getting changed afterwards, the whole thing takes like well over an hour and a half, like so much faffing, and then you're like hot for like 10-15 minutes, and then after that you're like shivering, and it's like horrible.
Also a practical question actually to your heat training. When do you usually do it? Is it like after you've done both of your sessions, or is it after the morning session? Because also what you have to take into account, and
It's an
most
extra
people
load,
do, is
yeah.
that you also like have to rehydrate. Now, if what do you rehydrate? 150%, something like that.
Yeah.
So if you sweat like 3 kilos, which is quite common for people, you have to drink 4,
Yeah.
4.5.
You have to chug a lot of water after heat sessions.
And then you come up to sleep quality. And if you drink 4.5 liters of water at 6 in the evening until you go to sleep at 11.
I think 3 liters. If you're sweating
Okay, if you're a big guy,
like
then-
for us, any of us, I don't think will sweat 3 kilos. But
I've
That's usually
sweated
around,
2.9.
2.9, you've sweated before.
On the most. And I'm like
That's
72,
a
73
lot.
kilos. So
That's crazy. I think I
How
used.
much do you usually sweat? I usually sweated around like 2.2, 2.3.
Yeah, 2.2.
now we are really
2.3.
nerding here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's,
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
If people
Two-
don't
yeah, about
like it, then
2.3
just hop over
liters.
this part.
But then you still have to drink like 3 liters of water, and then
But 3 liters, if you are finished by 6 o'clock, it's like drink 3 liters from 6 o'clock until 10. It's like, I'm somebody that usually already gets up to go on the toilet like at least twice a night. But then you can just like multiply that by 3, and then I just end up going 6 times a night, and you don't get any
Yeah.
constructive sleep in. Is
But-
that a problem for you, or not at all?
Yeah, if I do it too late, then yeah, it's a problem. But I try to do it after second session. But I try to not have it too late. So
What's too late then when you try to be finished?
like 6, 7.
So then we're at 6 again.
Casper's like 12 years old. Yesterday he kept saying like 6-7, 6-7. Like when we got to 67 kilometers, he was like, have you seen how many kilometers we've done?
Yeah, it's fun. You guys are older
That's-
guys, so it's fun to like.
You're my age, Kasper.
Yeah.
It's not okay for us to say 6-7 anymore. Okay, right. So maybe
Wait, just before we leave heat session, maybe we should just explain what's the theory behind it. So,
I think people that actually listen to the whole part of heat session, they must be so nerdy that they.
No, I
definitely
think some
know.
people probably want to know. But anyway, I can just make it really simple.
Yeah.
So basically, you sweat a ton, so your plasma in your blood goes down. So then you rehydrate a lot. Your body's like, okay, I need all this water. So it absorbs lots of water. Suddenly your plasma goes way over its normal level. So you have basically more blood, but then the percentage of red blood cells in your blood is lower than it should be. So then your body compensate by creating more red blood cells. So you're like stimulating the red blood cells. That's kind of like
But then also
the
we-
theory around it.
No, but then you can also say to the theory, it's proven. It's not just
Yeah.
an idea; it's proven. But
No, it's-
then you come
yeah.
to cross country skiing. There's more components to cross country skiing than just the cardiovascular system.
Yeah.
It's like that's one component of it, but then also there's coordination, there's muscular load, there's the ski component. So it's one component, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's the thing that's gonna make you good. But if you do all the other things really well, in my opinion, and you have the capacity in your training program around all the other stimuli to do it, it can be a benefit. But
Yeah.
there's lots of people, and I think we've seen it plenty in the ski world too. Lots of people are just like, oh, this is gonna make me good, and then they just do it no matter what all the time.
Yeah.
Just add it on top of everything else, and then instead of getting like a super good effect of it, they end up just not getting any effect on any of the training that they do because it's just too much stimuli.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
I mean, yeah.
but-
Good example is that Hedegaard didn't do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Simpson Larsen did it.
Exactly,
So
and
I
they were
think,
both
yeah.
like super good. They both won
Yeah.
races.
Yeah.
And Klæbo, I don't think he. Or that's the thing about Klæbo's training. I really actually want to get him on the pod to just talk about training.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows, like.
I don't
So
think
much
I have
of this.
done any heat training.
Yeah, probably not. Right?
No, no.
I don't think so either. Okay, maybe go a bit away from like this nerdy talk.
I was
There's
quite
a-
enjoying it.
Yeah, I was quite enjoying it too. Okay, we could go on. Yeah. No, actually, another topic I want to hear your opinion on. I was listening to the podcast of Andy Newell. It's I forgot. Is it Race Ready? I think I forgot the name. I think it's called Race Ready. and he had Sophia Laukley on as a guest, and they were talking about some differences between the American and the Norwegian system, and actually what Sophia said about the Norwegian system surprised me a little bit, because I thought it was the exact opposite way. It was like all people are super professional quite early on, and they're like super nerdy, and everybody skis against each other. That's like the short summary of it. When you do intervals, everybody competes against each other. But everything you just said is quite contrary to that, when you just try to stay super good in your intensity. What do you think is the main difference, what Norway does and why Norway is good in basically most endurance sports these days, and also other sports, compared to other countries?
Yeah, that's a hard question to answer. Yeah, but I think it's like...
Do you think that Norwegians are super professional, super young? Because I feel it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, because we have like this thing that children can't compete to each other when they are too young. Like it's like an age limit when you can see the results on the list. So it's not from a really young age you can compete. Or you can compete, but not like to each other. But yeah, when you're like 14, 15, then you can, of course, compete. But yeah, I think it's like just the mentality of Norwegian Vikings. Like, we love to be outdoor in Norway. We love to, like use our body, like even if it's biking, running, or cross-country skiing. We like to do outdoors training and like use the environment we have here in Norway. That's a boring answer, but yeah.
But I actually think because this whole, I was competing when I was like I don't know, 10 or something.
No, but I don't think. I think it gets taken a bit out of context now. Maybe I also explained it false or wrong. She was more talking about training, that they're competing against each other in training all the time. So when they do intervals, they just compete against each other in intervals. They're kind of doing sessions with people they actually want to beat in winter. Whereas she, as an example, used the US, where it's like more fun-based training. And that like lots of Norwegians have a quite good knowledge about training in general. But is that not where it goes wrong in other countries, that kids just do whatever a coach says, and coaches don't see their main purpose in actually educating kids about which stimuli which effect you want to get from what training, and just educate them better about training?
Yeah, I think it's like good to have both words. Like, you have to have the knowledge, but you also have to love to compete. I have fun, like have the fun of competition, like competing to each other. It's important as well. So yeah, I can't talk about other countries because I only know Norway. So yeah.
But I feel like you just need to make sure you know when to have fun and when to be professional. And I think that's what, when I moved to Norway, that's what I think was super cool, is like you're talking shit and like you're having fun. And then when you're like, okay, we'll start in the interval, then things get serious. So I don't know, maybe that's kind of what Sophia was saying. I don't know if she was saying in a positive or negative way. But
no, that was definitely not in a negative way.
Okay,
it was just like about differences. There was no critique or negative.
But
everybody listened to the podcast, by the way. It was actually good. And also good to get some life signs of Sophia. Again, Sophia, we told you and we want you back on Skirious Problems.
Yeah. But something I was going to say that I've noticed with Norway as well is just the knowledge about sports science is just so much higher in the general population. Like when you talk to like random people, they will.
That's actually crazy. That's
they will
true.
know
They
will know some stuff about like sports physiology. You know, like
they will know what level 3 means.
Yeah, or like I was
like
just
go through Vienna and just ask some random dude in the street, yo, What's level 3? What does it mean?
No. You guys live in Lillehammer. That's why.
That's true.
That's
yeah.
the reason. It's not the whole Norway. It's only in Lillehammer.
That's
But if
maybe
you look
true.
at like
If you
the
go to
sports
Con-
community in Oslo, it's insane. As well.
Yeah, it is.
I was just running this afternoon and met some old ladies doing intervals. They were like 70 plus, I reckon, doing intervals with poles running uphill.
Wow.
That's like that's like crazy.
Yeah.
Good
That's
times.
insane. Right, I think we're 40 something minutes in, so I think it's time for the question.
Yeah.
And you know the question.
I know the question, but this I should have it prepared. Yeah.
Right, Kasper,
Yeah.
you get to choose one session in one place, and you get to bring 2 people. What do you do? Where do you go? And who do you bring? Dead or alive? Doesn't matter.
In the top of my mind right now, I was thinking like a long biking in the Fontrumø.
And then get cramps and take the bus home.
Now in better biking shape. We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, we definitely
We
need
are
to talk about that.
definitely gonna talk about this, but finish first.
And who's maybe Christian Blumenfeldt would be really
Yeah,
cool to
that's
have
cool.
with me.
Triathlete.
Yeah, I tried late. And my new teammate Slegga.
Okay, actually, what was his reaction that we sent
Okay,
him
this-
goodbye? We sent him home for
Because
a session yesterday.
We forgot to say that earlier in the pod, but when we decided to go on the 6 hour, we had just said goodbye to Albert Schleger, who was going home, and it was, oh yeah, see you guys tomorrow. And then we were like, 10 minutes after, we're like, oh yeah, let's do 6 hours instead. So he must have been like, what the hell, when he looked at Strava.
Yeah, I got a snap from him right when I was going home, or went home, and he was just like, "Yeah, you guys are fucking stupid." I'm so glad I didn't join you guys.
Oh, what a loser.
Oh, did he not get FOMO?
Oh, no, at all.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I would have been, if you guys had done that to me, I would have been pissed. I would have been so pissed.
You know, you used to do this. Like, did we tell you? Like, we didn't tell the listeners anyway. A guy that used to do this fuckton was the king of Trondheim, Gabriel Gladhill.
He was the worst.
He's just doing sessions, saying goodbye to people, and then you're like, oh yeah, going home now. And then you open Strava 5 hours later, and you see, oh, he skied for 4 more hours after we said
Yeah.
goodbye by himself.
Legend.
Yeah. Okay, are we gonna go to the bike story then?
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it, Mika. That was so good.
Did we tell them on the podcast actually
No.
already? Okay.
No.
So there's this one nice day in Lillehammer a few weeks ago. And we're it's sunny tomorrow. You know what? We should go biking, right? Let's text some people and get a little group on the go. And we're like a nice group, some people, and we got Victor in there, Jimmy, you, me. We have Matthias Sørnes. Who else? Jørgen
Schulberg.
Schulberg. So like lots of good skiers and a biathlete, and that was important to say. No, we're,
Lots of good skiers and a biathlete.
it's important for me to say we're inclusive people.
Yeah.
We're including people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's who we are. That's how we are. And so we decided to do like this kind of standard loop. It's like 150k or something.
Yeah.
And it's every skier in Lillehammer when it's sunny does that loop for some reason, and it's super nice. Way out, it's like to an island. You do a little loop on an island and you go back. And the way to the island was, I think, was
Chill.
quite okay. It was like maybe not super chill, but also not like hard or anything. Just a nice bike ride. We stop after we done a little loop on the island, have a classic Norwegian bolle stop, where you just eat some Norwegian.
Drink a little coffee, eat a bit of food.
Yeah, eat some food, get some coffee. And then it's like, what, 80 kilometers home or something?
Yeah.
And so we go away, we start biking, and then after like 2 kilometers, there's this little hill, and it's maybe like 200 meters of climb, something.
Yeah.
Maybe even less, maybe like 150.
Yeah.
And Victor Lovera,
He starts riding
He
like a
just
Frenchman.
starts to go basically full gas. And then everybody gets dropped, and then I'm like, you're still with him, and then I see people behind me getting dropped, and I was getting dropped, and I was like, okay, no, we're going full gas now, whatever, I'll just join, and then we like
Counter attack.
yeah, it was like going quite fast for a bit, stopped, waited for everybody after like 20 kilometers or something. And then everybody thought so now it's gonna be like a nice and chill ride home. Thought so. We go first hill, exact same situation. We're back there again, and that's kind of when you know, yeah, this is gonna be a hard way home now. So we just did that over and over again, and then just before you're in Lillehammer, there's this little hill, Brøttumsbakken. And like 2 kilometers before Brøttumsbakken, you could already see, nobody's really trying to ride in the wind anymore. Nobody wants to be in the front. And I think Kasper was already struggling quite a bit by that time. And to be fair, so was I.
Yeah, I was really struggling, and I'm like, I know you guys are gonna go full out on in the hill. And when we got into the hill, I was like, okay, I'm just chill from the start and let you guys go. And around the first corner, I see everyone goes, and to the next corner, I see Mika laying in the road, like trying to get out the cramps of his legs. And I was
so bad.
I was laughing so much, and like 2 minutes after, I got the cramps as well. I had to walk with my bike up the hill, and it's not a steep hill.
And the thing is, I was like so fucked. I didn't even see Kasper. I looked down, I didn't even see him when he was clearly close to me. I ride back up, and then we're waiting for quite a bit, and everybody's like, "Where is Kasper?" And we're standing there, and we're looking down, and then we just see this guy walking next to his bike. And so, okay, we're up there, and everybody's laughing, and we're having a good time. We're all a bit tired. So we decide, okay, let's just chill back to Lillehammer now. And then for some reason, Victor started going a bit hard again on the flats. But it's on the flats, so it's okay. There's like lots of draft. And
also, you have to say that Kasper, when he was pedaling, his knees were like moving sideways so much. Like, you know, when you have like so much tired muscle that you don't have control in them properly.
And then at some point I look back and we just see Kasper's not there anymore. He's just dropped on the flat. And then we get actually to the exact same spot where we decided to do 6 hours instead of 3 hours yesterday. And it's like where we live, it's like maybe 150, 200 meter climb up here again.
Yeah.
In like 2-3K.
Yeah. So it's like a bit uphill.
But it's really not that bad.
It's really not that bad.
Especially on the bike.
And Kasper is like, I can't. And I'm like, nah, come, we'll just chill up. Nah, I can't.
I couldn't. My legs were like cramping as fuck. I couldn't go up that hill. So
And then you took the bus of shame home.
I was checking like the bus. Okay, it comes in like 10 minutes, but no, I have to wait like a half an hour, like on the bus.
That's crazy. They're like to do 2K by bus, then you must be really fucked to end up in that position.
Yeah.
And then everyone was mugging me on like Strava. It's okay. And I'm like, an hour later, like everyone was mugging me on Instagram as well, and I was fuck.
Because Jimmy took this good video where I'm going up to bike back home, and I just say goodbye to Kasper when he's walking to the bus.
That's so good.
Yeah. And also, while we're having like a nice little podcast, and Kasper's been talking about how great the weather in Lillehammer usually is. Guess what? It started pissing down rain again.
Yeah, but I did train without a t-shirt today.
Yeah, but that's because you're Norwegian. Like the Norwegians always
Without
post
the
videos
t-shirt.
of skiing in like shorts and stuff in March, and then you go up there like it's sunny, but it's also like super windy and like -4 degrees. It's in American. That's like on your scale. That's like cold, like quite cold.
Before we finish the pod, it's gonna be the football World Cup quite soon. we've got 6 teams here, right?
Yeah.
Netherlands, Austria, Sweden, Norway, France, England.
Yours is probably gonna be best. Fuck.
Yeah.
I hate to
No,
say
no,
it.
no.
I have the best combo, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no,
The
England.
Netherlands.
No, England. England's notoriously shit. in
Yeah, but-
tournaments, don't worry. But the French are gonna win.
They won't. England will not win, but they probably go quite far though. They always like to go
They'll
quite
go
far.
out and like, mate, you've got Tuchel as a coach now. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. It's like if you get to quarters, I'd be surprised.
Let's do a bet then.
Yeah.
Who's got the? We should do who's got the best average over the 3 of us.
Might be not bad with the average. Because the Dutch,
I think
the Dutch
Kasper-
usually get like,
Maybe that. Not
Yeah,
that.
but
But
like-
everyone loves the dark horse. Like
Yeah.
Norway is the dark horse.
I
for
would.
this, World
and it's
Championship.
actually a fucking good team now.
Yeah,
I actually
for
wouldn't be
sure.
surprised if Norway does really good. Actually.
And we are in the same group as well with France.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
so
That's
that's
really
gonna
good
be
for you
a,
as well. Then.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, is
And
France
Senegal.
actually going to win the World Cup?
No, Norway are.
At least you won't see if you go through. Then you won't see France until the final.
Yeah.
That's yeah, unless you.
I actually think Norway will go through.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm quite sure, actually. I'd be surprised if they wouldn't.
Yeah.
What do you think about Austria?
Yeah.
But it's the same as Norway. We have a fucking good team, but somehow we just don't really play so well with the national team usually.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know the level of Austria.
No, I don't
The
know.
last time we've been in the World Cup is the same year that Norway's been
Oh,
in the
it's
World Cup last
like
year.
Really?
26, 20.
98.
Yeah, okay, the
Oh,
same.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
98
Wow.
in France, yeah.
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 Exciting
No,
times.
Yeah.
I'm betting France
So-
is gonna win.
We'll see in next time we have a podcast or not next time, but like in a few podcasts, then we'll be able to see who had the best average. Then
Yeah.
Mika's usually quite a lot under average, right? I tend to be a bit over average.
I
It
don't know
had to
what
come the
you're-
last minute. It had to come.
what are you referring to?
Just level of World Cup teams.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought we hadn't talked enough about World Cup teams, so I really wanted to talk about World Cup teams just before the end of the podcast.
Yeah, no, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Good one, Jimmy. Good
Yeah.
one. Good one. Keep it up. You're doing well.
Yeah.
Right. Skirious Problems, your number one Nordic skiing podcast.
Thanks, Kasper.
Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Peace
Over
out.
and out. Peace out.
Ciao.
Skirious Problems.
Over and out. Peace out.
Ciao. That was a good one, huh?
I enjoyed myself, so I think it was good.
Yeah.
That was quite good, yeah.
Sometimes it's actually quite. Actually, lots of people fucking love it when we're nerding a bit about training.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think we're nerding way too little. We could nerd.
I choked when I started talking about the training about Anlegg Øst. Then I choked on my English.